It is time to do a rose garden walkthrough, and this is my best looking rose this year. Oh my goodness, one finally did manage to bloom and do well. I think I already showed you, you may have seen a short about own root roses that come back from underground. This, and you'll have to pardon all the weeds as we go through here. I have not weeded out here in a couple of years and it's so bad I can't even tell you, but this is a rose that came back. It was dead last year to the ground, did not do anything for new growth, and here you can see it's putting on buds. It's mutabilis, deadhead, and it has come back from the dead, but it's in the shadow of this enormous rose that is going crazy and doing the best of all of them. Normally, this whole border that we're going to walk down is covered in gorgeous big tall roses. Right now they're all pretty low. That is Agatha incarnata, and we've got Rosamundi and Apothecary Rose, and we had a lot of really cold weather this winter. We had wind chills in the -20, -30, and they are really struggling. So there's a lot of cleanup to do. I have to come out here and do a lot of cutting, and these look the best of what I have. There's a whole border over there that we're going to walk through that is also really patchy, really weedy. So I just thought I would show you what's going on. There's a dead spot right here where one did not survive. Those are root shoots, you can see. Weeds and a lot of dead stems on my Tuscany Superb, but it is coming back and it is blooming. But and a lot of dead, you can see all of this needs cut. So I have a lot of work to do. And this is a Graham Thomas Austin that barely survived, but it did come back from the center. The problem with, hey, clean this up, and I need mulch, obviously. There's so much overhaul work to do out here this year. It's just really a lot. But the reason I don't mind leaving these like this, even though they're not pretty, when the rose is struggling like that in the center, we have deer that come in, and that to me gives that struggling bit of rose in the middle at least a little bit of protection. Otherwise, they just mow these down. And this is the Prince. This is another Austin that's buried in the weeds. Also needs a lot of stuff removed. We've got Arthur de Sansal, I believe. Lots of dead and some coming back from the center again. And we have a China rose. I believe this is a China. This is Old Blush, which is really historic, and it is coming back entirely from the ground again and completely surrounded by grass. So I have a lot to do, and let's go and check out the other border. And you can see how gorgeous, though. This really looks pretty. When this border's all in bloom, it all looks like this. It's so enjoyable. And these are really just, they smell amazing. They look terrific. And the main rose garden, this is the borders. But the main, I've got my iced coffee right here. The main rose garden is up by the house, and that's the older. We're not even going to walk up there right now, but you can see it's blooming some. All we're going to do today is just mostly check out these rose borders and see if I can do anything to help them. Madame Plantier here, lots of dead stuff to get rid of. Barely coming back from the ground is Erfurt, barely. Like, I don't want to clean that up, because if I do, the deer will just snip that off and then that rose is gone. Beautiful Tour of Malakoff, recovering slightly, again, all from the center. So you can see all of this dead growth from last year and all the years before that needs cut. We've got a couple more recovering from the ground. Again, buy own root roses if you can for your antiques, because even if the top gets killed by the weather, you will have beautiful new growth coming back from the ground. This is Cuisse de Nymph, not doing super well, but blooming. Next to Hippolyte, lots and lots of dead. Oh my goodness, so much work here. Sidonie, coming back from the center again. Tons and tons of dead sticks here to deal with. There's one right there that is buried under clover, but it is coming back from the ground. Ispahan, again, so much dead growth you can see, but look at all this nice lush green in the center. Again, don't give up if you get a lot of damage on your canes and they look terrible in the spring, because there's a chance that they will for sure put on their new growth from the center. And then we've got my only other one that did really well this season is this is Duchesse de Montebello. Beautiful, smells amazing, and it has the right size. It's the only one here that is really keeping its size the way it should. This whole border should be blooming that big. This is Crested Moss or Chapeau Napoleon coming back from the center. Again, lots of dead. Even on these antiques, you got Empress Josephine being taken over by daisies, which is really bad because they are hard to get rid of. And you've got Cardinal de Richelieu blooming, very small. You'd be surprised how small this rose is. This is Tricolore de Flandre, and it's also very small. Let me show you how small these are, because you see pictures of roses and you don't get a sense of how little. Look how little those are. They're just like a little, almost like a little buttonhole rose. Like, look how small. See how little? They're like 2 fingers, you know, just little petite. So definitely they're not huge. And you've got thistles coming in. So I have called in the tractor, the mower, and the trailer, and I'm going to get to work cleaning up the dead growth on these and start hauling it off. But you can see how pretty they're supposed to look over there. That whole border is usually blooming just a wall of gorgeous antique roses. So that is my 2024 update on the sad state of affairs, but they did recover. None of them appear to be dead. So lots to do. Got the trusty setup here with the little Husqvarna mower and my little trailer that we got at a yard sale for like $50. Anyway, that is what's going on in the rose garden this year, kind of just for my own records, but I am going to get these cleaned up. What I can. I'm not going to take out all of the dead on some of those smaller roses on that other border, just because I don't want to leave them exposed to we have a high amount of deer, like a small herd that comes through here every evening with their babies, and the smaller the rows, the easier they are to nibble, and then they just disappear. So we are going to take care of some of these bigger ones, and then I am going to mix up a 2-gallon watering can with some of my Super Thrive, and I'm gonna go along and just, especially not necessarily these ones that look like they're doing all right, but I may do all of them. I'm just gonna give them all a really good hit of Super Thrive and kind of get them on a little bit of a booster program here this year, so we can maybe go into fall with some healthier plants, because if we get another winter like that, we're probably going to start actually just losing plants. Maybe I will post in my description down below, I'll post a list of the roses that I have grown here for the last 22 years or so. I've lost many more antiques than I have left here. Many have gone away, but a lot have survived, and we are in a cold zone 5B in the inland northwest of the US. So if you want to see that list, it will be down below. And after a long time, I've got the trailer full, and I've gotten about halfway back, but I'm just mostly trying to get the dead growth out so you can actually see the bushes, which is looking better. That one actually looks like a bush by itself. And lots of dead. I need to go dump out the trailer out back and come back and do this. But we're making some progress. All of that, most of all of that came off of basically this plant and that one. So moving along. Well, almost all day this road took me with the trailer. I think I took 6 trips with the mower and the trailer out of here, but we've got what looks like all of the dead stuff removed. There's actually a rose right there trying to survive. You can see my little Sidonie bush much better, and you can actually see beautiful bottom leggy bits of Cuisse de Nymph looking good. Ah, my goodness. And I'm gonna leave this one with a little cage of branches around it just to let it bloom and not get taken out by the deer. Same thing with that one, but we did clean up. Tour of Malakoff looks much better. Whole bunch of stuff came out of that. And I'm gonna leave Erfurt because it is almost not there. There's just that little bit, and if I clean that up, the deer will nibble that off and it'll be dead. I didn't do Madame Plantier, so I will probably call it a night and come back and start with her tomorrow. But I'm really liking how this looks, even though there's a lot of weeds and mulching that now needs to be done. At least you can see the bushes. So after 2 days of weeding and trimming all the dead growth out of these 2 borders, we now have the possibility of what looks like actual single bushes. So we still need mulch, and the David Austins these 2 are David Austin, and they're both looking really weak. Tuscany Superb looks like its own bush again. There's a gap where I have never been able to grow a rose. These are the only ones that look like they should. Usually these borders all usually look like this, which is sad. And then I got that whole border done yesterday, so it actually looks like individual bushes. And there's a gap there. There's actually a small bush growing there. This is the only one I haven't cleaned up yet, is the Madame Plantier. And I'm going to leave Erfurt, like I said, because it's so small. But Tour of Malakoff is looking better. And I'm leaving these 2 also untrimmed, just so the deer don't come in and demolish all of this new growth, because you can see where they have. See that? It's deer trimming my little tips off. So we are going to leave those 2, but look at, you can see beautiful leggy Cuisse de Nymph with like actual airspace around the bottom. And these look like individual bushes. This one's going to need some help. There's a little, I believe that's Thérèse Brunier, but I'm not positive. Another one this is the only other one that looks like it should this year, which I think is Duchesse de Montebello. And you can actually see Chapeau Napoleon there. And you can see Empress Josephine, the pink in here. And then the weeds are still in here quite a bit. But at least we got them cleaned up to where they look like a border. So I'm gonna call that enough for the year for now, and I'm gonna get my Super Thrive out and start individually resuscitating some of these that are, you know, looking a little bit peaked. But all in all, I am satisfied for now. There's lots of weeds, but we are going to make that a phase 2, and we'll just deal with that when we have mulch in here to cover up all the plastic and pull out the rest of the grass around these and get some mulch on them. But I'm really liking how they're looking for now. So that is what we've done to rehabilitate the rose borders. I hope you are having a lovely day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.